Life is a test, and therefore there should be a guidance for us to understand the truth of this reality that we experience as life, and the tasks that are given for us to be fulfilled in order to pass this test. Well, the point is that this guidance has always been sent by Almighty Creator for every generation and every nation throughout the history, from the time of the very first human being till now. But that's not all. Because if you have done a little research, you would have known that there is an evil force which tries to destroy mankind and divert them from the straight path of success. And that's why you should keep in mind that this evil force first and foremost tries to make a false picture of the truth that comes from God. For that he uses two tricks. First, making false religions, and second, manipulation of the divine religions. The invention of false religions and manipulation of the divine religions were always aimed for three purposes. First, to divert people from worshipping the true God and to make a false picture of the reality. This is the most important goal of Iblis, to make people believe in anything other than the real God. But mostly he wants people to worship three things: jinn, fire, and sun, which is again fire. And as you know, jinn are made of fire. And if you remember the story of Iblis, he challenged and wants to prove that jinn are superior to mankind. That's why he makes them worship jinn. Second, to use the religions for gaining power and ruling over the society. From the very past, religions were the most powerful tool for kingdoms to rule over the nations. Third, to delude people and earn vows and gifts from them in order to fulfill their own desires. So as mentioned before, the true guidance was always sent down by the Creator to people from time to time, and people kept changing the revelations exactly for the same three reasons. But every time that people changed the revelation, God sent them an updated version so that the true message of monotheism remains for guidance of people. The ruling authorities and social geographical issues were the main reasons. When the people were being invited to Christianity, the first rejection came from Jewish people by denying Isa alayhi salam as the true messenger of God. Within 200 years after it began, Christianity abandoned many of the teachings of Isa alayhi salam. Influenced by Greek and Roman paganism, Zoroastrianism, and beliefs that go back as far as the time of Nimrod, Christianity turned away from most of its Hebraic foundation. Christmas and other holidays like Easter and Halloween were adopted in favor of original Hebraic days of worship. It was honored. But the rabbit hole goes much deeper, and the church doesn't want you to know the truth.
And you start to see changes going on from the early part of the Christian era in Southern Europe, where the major ceremonies held by the nature worshipping people are combined with Christian names and Christian ceremonies, and therefore what comes forth to us is a mixture with the two streams coming together, where you get a monotheistic name or a monotheistic character with a pagan ceremony. And so the mixture of this together is what is giving us the present day holidays that we see. In the story coming in the Quran, in chapter 19, in verses 24 to 25, and we see the mention of the story of Mary, that Maryam, may Allah be pleased with her, was a virgin, and she had dedicated her life to the worship of one God, prayer and fasting. And by the power of Allah, that the Creator breathed His Spirit into her, and He said, be, and it is, she conceived Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, without a father, without a man. That is the belief of Islam. When she felt the pain of the pregnancy, the angel came to her and told her to go outside of the city. She went outside of the city to a remote area, and there she found a palm tree, and she found water, and it was speaking about a type of rutub, or a type of dates. It's at the height of the heat that the dates become ripe, and so it's at that time that she gave birth to Isa alayhi salam. Even in the Christian traditions, they have the belief that the shepherds were tending their flocks outside. And in Palestine, you cannot keep your flocks outside in the wintertime in the evening. You bring them in because it's cool at night. And so it was the warm weather. It was also the time of the taxes in the north. So from different points of view, we understand that Isa alayhi salam was not born during the winter season. He was born in the warm weather. So who was it that was born in the winter season? Who is that character now?
Long before Christianity, December 25th was a time dedicated to the sun. The first was in honor of the god Saturn, known as Saturnalia. The second was in honor of Mitra, and the third one was the Feast of Sol Invictus, a day observed by the Emperor Constantine. In 274 CE, Rome established December 25th as the birthday of the sun. Unable to remove this influence, the Church adopted this day as the sun of righteousness.
And as winter approaches, December, it gets colder and colder here for you people. And as December 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, the primitive man, he could sense day by day, they can see the sun in the distance. Far away, it's going east to west, further and further away, and it's getting colder and colder. So they personify that the devil is eating up the sun. So they start beating drums and start offering prayers that the sun may not be swallowed up, because if it gets swallowed up, they'll be finished for good. 24th of December, the equinox, and now you see the 25th. Those primitive people in the northern hemisphere, they could sense the variation in temperature day by day. 25th, they can see the sun coming back into its own. In other words, the sun has now come out supreme. It has not been, the devil didn't swallow up the sun. It's coming back. So that is the date of the birth of the sun god. Sun god, the sun has come back into its own. They celebrated Christmas. Birth of, not Jesus Christ, the birth of the sun god, Baal, Horus, Apollo, All these were the sun gods worshipped in the Mediterranean region, and their birthday was the 25th of December. So when the people became Christianized under Constantine, they accepted that birthday of the sun as the birth of the Son of God, in inverted commas. So it is not the birthday of Jesus.
Obelisks are monuments which were made in honor of sun god Ra, as gratification for his protection, victories given to pharaohs, and asking for favors. They look like Egyptian pyramids and symbolize the sun rays descending on earth. As a matter of fact, Trinity is a pagan concept that has been developed in Christianity over the centuries, by which the Christians claim that God manifests as three persons: the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So let's compare the idea with the ancient pagan religions. The Babylonian worshipped the trinity of Nana, Shamash, and Ishtar. The ancient Egyptian had the trinity of Amun, Ra, and Ta. Hinduism believed in Trinity doctrine, in which the supreme deity Brahma appeared in three forms: Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. The Greeks believed in Hecate, a three-headed goddess of night and magic. The tribes of northwestern Europe worshipped a group of three female deities known as matrone, meaning matrons. The Persians believed in triad of Ahura Mazda, Mitra, and Anahita. There are so many references that confirm the origin of Easter that has came from Anglo-Saxon. Easter or Estera is a Teutonic goddess of spring, to whom sacrifice was offered about Passover time, a time when the sun crosses the equator and day and night are nearly of equal length. Her symbols are a rabbit and egg, which has no connection with the resurrection of Jesus Christ. But today we see that Christians celebrate this day with the same traditions without understanding its origin. And most amazingly, this feast is also being done on Sunday because it's related to the worshipping of sun. This pagan festival was adopted in Christianity somewhere around 8th century. In fact, Ankh was used as a symbol of resurrection at the time of pharaohs, same as cross, which is known as the symbol of resurrection for Christians.